This last weekend was illuminating. The 2 storage units that I bid on and won have been incredibly disappointing, to say the least. Now, I did find cold hard cash on one of them, but not nearly enough to cover the cost of the unit that I spent on it, which was $110 for one, and the other one was $20. Between the both of them, I most certainly lost money. However, there was a few items here and there that I could probably stitch together and make my money back. Definitely can. The problem is the time investment in cleaning these items, and some of them are Facebook only items that I would have to spend time meeting with people, etc., etc. So my experience overall was negative, to say the least, and very demoralizing. But here I am, and I'm gonna share with you the overall journey of it. But I just wanted to preface this up front with, it was disappointing, to say the least, but very educating to me and hopefully to you guys on what to look out for when you're looking at these units, because one was a big one was a small one, and just between the two of those, I learned quite a bit on how to better evaluate them in pictures, which I thought I understood, but I clearly didn't. And we're gonna show the experience that I had when looking at them and cleaning them out. All right, so development is we bought a storage unit, as in on an auction. Pulling into the place right now, and we'll see if this was worthwhile, if you want to call it gamble. So the unit itself, I ended up paying $110. There's no deposit, so once I get it cleaned out, that's it, $110. So let's go check it out and see what we can find. I originally went over to another storage unit that I had bought. I bought 2. Should I say I won 2 storage unit auctions, and one was for a unit for $10, and this one was $110, or vice versa. This one's 10, the other one was 110. I went over to the other one, which was an indoor unit, because it's about 98 degrees outside right now, and I was like, I'll go to that one first and check it out. Nobody's there. On 2-hour lunch break. I don't even know if they'll be back. It's July the 3rd, so we'll see, or July the 2nd. This one, talked to the guy, he's here, so I'm about to find out what's in this one. This is a bigger unit with definitely some stuff that I'm gonna have to take to the dump, which is fine. But it looks like there's some maybe antique stuff in here. We'll find out. So this one was $10, so this one's more fun than anything. I'll probably end up spending like $40-50 to drop off crap at the dump, but I think there's enough in there to at least recoup these costs. So it's just mostly a learning process, and I was kind of just super excited to try this out, and I think I'll do some more in the future, but definitely want to keep focusing on the clothes and just eBay sales and stuff, because I would assume a lot of this will probably require more in-person sales, like Facebook Marketplace, which I absolutely dread because that can be a giant time waste. So we'll see. All right, let you know how this goes. All right, this is this could be such a fun learning curve. I think that there's going to be some sweat and probably a whole lot not coming out of this besides me making some paid donations to the landfill. So let's see what we find in here. This is going to be a nightmare. So when I was looking at this on the site, I was like, oh, these are some nice vintage looking old lamps, and every single one of them has their cord cut off, which is strange, to say the least. So that's fun. That literally makes no sense. That's a slight disappointment. Yeah, there's gonna be a real interesting lot here. I think I just bought myself some grade A junk. Be interesting to look through all these pictures. There is some older furniture that could be interesting. Some mirrors and some more pictures. Pretty old stuff in here, so there might actually be something in here, but this is gonna be a fun day. So far, nothing. And then look, I came upon this bag. Oh, that's kind of possibly exciting. I don't know why it would have anything in it, but it'll get a little bit more exciting. And then nothing. There's nothing in it. That would have just been too easy, right? Too cool for the first storage unit. Now this is just becoming a tease. So Grandma and Grandpa had some change, but sadly they didn't keep it in here. Grandma likes to spend. Oh man. You never know. Maybe some hope for the rest of the unit. It's her Louis Vuitton and her Tiffany. I wonder if she kept any in here. We'll find out. Okay, well, we'll be back for more action to clean you out pretty much. Well, I mean, the first one can't be an absolute winner, can it? It could be. Okay, so we're back at it, day 2, and this is going to be where we're at. Started cleaning a little bit, got in here about 6:30. Oh. So now's the time where I'm separating for extra straight trash. This is going to be a mixture of donation and then also items I'd like to keep. Some is personal, but as far as selling, and then this is where I'm going to put all the items. Hopefully there's a few antiques here that I'm going to stage to sell. I'm just going to take pictures right away if possible. And then I got this beast of junk back here, and we're just hoping and praying that there's something hiding in here that has some value. So we'll see. Check back in a little bit. Okay, so we're back for round 2. Let's finish this one up today. I don't think that this storage unit at this point has been worth its time, but we'll just chalk it up to learning, and that's okay because I'm new at this. I'm learning, and I'll see if this is something I want to pursue. I think I would like to stick to indoor storage units because 95 degrees, sun baking down, and like a chicken in a piece of tin foil being boiled alive. So that's what it feels like. So we're gonna get in here and finish this up. Okay, so looks like I pretty much haven't done anything, and it kind of feels like that as well. But today we're gonna really focus on just getting rid of the trash, doing a couple of dump runs. I think I have at least probably 3 total. So count that up, probably $20 to $40 a dump run. We'll probably be looking at close to $100, especially when you include the gas that it costs to go back and forth. So this by itself makes it already a likely unprofitable adventure, but it's not really that to me. I don't mind that as much if there was actual profit to be made in here, but guys and gals, this is gonna be probably a big L, but that's okay. I found it very interesting to look through somebody's old stuff, and I have the feeling that there was somebody that passed away, obviously, and that there was a yard sale, garage sale done, and this was the remnants of that, along with, I mean, look at this. Like, why would you store old molding? I don't know, especially if it was post garage sale. So who knows? But yeah, let's just get to it. So you can see here we made some good progress. We got the truck loaded up, sort of. About as good as can be, and oops, I might have forgot that on the roof, so glad I double checked my recording. And so here we are where we're at. It's kind of It is what it is. So, again, this is a great lesson, and every little lesson I learn makes my knowledge base just a little wider, so I'm hoping I can help you guys avoid some of these mistakes. One interesting thing I've noticed here is that this is in a lower income area, and that's kind of reflected in the conditions of the property and the fact that on each side there's probably 2 to 3 that are locked out, tagged out, locked out with the red padlocks and stuff. So that kind of is indicative of lower income areas. People aren't able to pay their rents. Just an observation, and that maybe when I'm bidding in the future on units, to consider looking real quick where that unit is and the condition of the facilities, etc., because that's probably going to paint a better picture of what the possibility of higher priced items, more valuable items just being there versus a lower possibility if it's in a lower income area. And I am sorry for all the background noise. My microphone I had to return, and I have a new one that's supposed to show up in a day or two, so until then we're just going to deal with this audio. So let's go drop this off at the dump, and we'll come back here for round 2. Okay, this is where we're at. I don't want to say I'm discouraged, so we won't say it, but okay, so that's the big dresser that was hiding back there. I mean, could I do something with it? I think these drawers go with it. I mean, yeah, it's very disappointing. I don't want to mess with any of this. And the moral of the story is when I saw all this antique furniture, I should have been thinking, do I want to take the time to clean this stuff up and resell any of it? Minus the fact that I was thinking, well, maybe some of these items in those boxes would have some value. That was folly. So, lesson learned. Trying to keep my head high. Just get done with this. Update the dump fee for about 3/4 ton with a 6'10" bed filled with stuff was about $20. So I figured it'll hover around 20 to 25. These boxes are pretty heavy, but here's where we're at. So now that I'm looking at all this, I believe I have this dump run, and then probably 2 more. So let's just get it done, get it over with, move on with our lives. All right, trip number 2 done. Empty. And yeah, so let's get back for number 2 and then number 3 and then be done with this thing and move on with our lives. Working on load 3 to the dump, taking everything. My cares have gone very low as far as what I want to keep. But on the plus side, look, I found a cool Gerber knife that actually still works. So wow, totally worth it. I don't think this is a $300 knife, but something. I keep finding more and more of is this person was into coin collecting, coin mints, everything. So how you can make big profits investing in coins. Now it would have been nice to find a big box of them. So I'll update you if that happens, but not looking so good. Not much left. That's all trash. Yeah. So yeah, maybe the riches are here. Okay, now at the end of this box, nearly all the coin stuff, I might have found the jackpot. I might have found $1.50, $2 worth of coins, or maybe there's that one random rare coin that's worth a bajillion dollars. But at least we can buy a hot dog from Costco at the very least. There's something to think about. Okay, well, it's that time. We have finished the job. Hey, fun fact. I realized as soon as I was sweeping up just about the last bit, there was a light switch and 2 outlets. Who'd have thunk it? Anywho, all cleaned out. Let's drop off this last batch to the dump, and eventually we'll go through all of our bounty back at the house. But 10 out of 10, not a good one. Is what it is. On to bigger and better things. We're at the other storage unit. not doing so hot. First off, this one looked like it was indoors, so yeah, it's not. And then second off, this is just smaller than it looked. But yeah, this doesn't look exciting. Positive though, positive. There can be some bangers in here. That makes up for the other one. Well, at least I just found $1. Some change. Just getting started. Look at all this. Oh, a fake Gucci purse. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. It is kind of strange to find another just random dollar just sitting in here. So we're at $2 now, just cold hard cash. So this is where we're at. Lots of this kind of stuff. Like, you know, who wouldn't want to pay to store this? Or, better yet, still a little bit left. So yeah, this is stuff that's question mark. There's a few things definitely we'll keep, but I think I'll keep the money. There was a driver's license in there. Oop. Yeah. I mean, I keep finding more and more money, so that's cool. Got a little Black Panther. I'm gonna give that to my son. That's where we're at. Still got more, and that's all trash. Completely unopened Amazon. That's very strange, but we'll see what bounty lies in here. Wow. Some twirly straws. Mini, Goofy. Wow. My kids are gonna love these. Yeah. Still going strong. I've only had to kill 2 cockroaches. And I'm getting to the point where I know what's in each bag. It's all Walmart branded clothes. And yeah, cigarette butts. Good stuff. Okay, what's in another bag? Let's see. Anything good? Ooh, 1 Michael Kors boot. That's actually not completely horrific, but whatever. Those will be worth $5 whole. Let's see. Nothing exciting. Oh, what's this? Another shooter. How exciting. Oh, hello. Who wouldn't just shove dollar bills into the trash? I mean, your valuable storage. I have yet to find a $100 bill. That would be nice, because that would pay for this terrible endeavor. I mean, we're probably at like $10 at least, maybe 15. I mean, look at that. This one's stacked. We got $2. Another shooter. Yeah, keep going. All right. We actually found a couple more 5s in that one. It was about, oh, now. Uh-oh. Come on now. A $9 shirt. You stole it, really? Doesn't seem quite worth it. But, you know, to each his own. Oh, nothing here is of any value. Besides the money. That has value. Still, at least. Alright. It's getting hot out. How much value can be found in a Dollar General bag? Oh, Series 6. I have no idea how much a Series 6 is worth. But it should be worth a couple bucks as long as it works. You know, I didn't know what to expect from here. I was really hoping some vintage style clothing, but I was not expecting to find like 15 different wigs. That's what I found in here. All right, this is the last bag. Well, sounds like we got some change at least. What do we got? Michael Kors bag. That has a little weight to it. Maybe here's all the lottery money. We got $2. Get that out of here. There we go. And a whole bunch of change. Ooh, another $1. But wait. Oh, it's not even used. We might have to. Yeah. Oh. Another $1. Dang, guys. This is. We are rolling in it, folks. This is technically cold hard cash, if we're being honest here. I don't know if this is a real Michael Kors. It's probably not worth anything in the shape it's in. Fun time. So to recap that one, I would also chalk up to a total bust. I mean, yeah, the amount of stuff that I got out of it just wasn't worth the time, the coordinating. And again, you know, I probably found $30 in just change and dollar bills and a couple of fives. The items in there were just terrible. It was just all Walmart branded Gildan t-shirts, and it was some kind of woman who hoarded her stuff. I wish she would have hoarded, you know, $100 bills. There was some Michael Kors purses in there, but they were so disgusting. They were full of cigarette butts, change, and liquor bottles. So, yeah. Between the two storage units, I have about, I would say, 10 hours, maybe 12 hours of working, driving, etc., and on top of the one was a $20 and this one was $110, so I have $130 just to buy the storage units. And if you count my time, you know, I want to be making money at this. You know, my time's worth more than $5 an hour or $10 an hour, you know, so some lessons learned. But it's tough because the ones that you think are good, it looks like people are bidding, you know, $300, $400, $500, and even then, that's going to be a gamble. So I think I'll peruse these, but it's not like I'm going to be actively trying to win bids on these, unless I have just an inkling that it'll be good. But this was probably more of a scratch that itch. Let's find out if this is anything viable. I don't think it's viable for most people. And especially as a side business or side hustle, this is too much of a side hustle. Turning this into a business seems like an unprofitable or unpredictable. And we want predictable, steady growth. This is not something I could do with myself and even my family involved. It is disgusting, and the stuff you see online, most of them do tell the truth on how this is you know, it's not the glory shots that they show in some of those reels of people doing this. That's just not the case. But I feel illuminated and educated firsthand. You know, I'm one of those people that has to really get it beat into their head. And this was a good beating and good sweating, and yeah, 10 out of 10 don't recommend. So let's do a recap, and we'll look at everything we got and see what we can sell and just move on with our lives. So to surmise all of the items I have that I kept: a basket, a Little Mermaid lithograph, a weird medieval torture device, Shirley Temple VHS, some weird paintings, ashtrays, maybe about $50 worth of ashtrays, decent purse, maybe $20, fake paintings, prints should I say, some more grandma's painting for above the toilet, reprinted vintage month calendar, etc. Painting that was cool, but it has heat warping on the bottom. And again, not painting,
sorry, correction, print. A bunch of plates that looked like real solid silver. Got very excited, came home, did the research, not silver. However, one bonus item, this was silver, a birth record cup. Real sterling silver, nifty neato, $50, $60 depending on spot price. But guess what? All of these require elbow grease and some more elbow grease, aka time. So the only one that I'll be really, I think, spending any time cleaning is this one, the actual silver. So all in all of these things, yeah, maybe I could add them up to about $200, but geez Louise, the time commitment, I'm still paying myself like $5 an hour. Just absolutely atrocious. And I just don't want to deal with any of it at this point. I have clothes that I want to photograph and work on, like this Brooks Brothers sweater. I just have other stuff I would rather be doing. I'm selling clothes every single day, but these items are just going to be a pain to get rid of. My experience shouldn't be the normal, I think, for some people. If you can learn from people like me and the experts who do this full-time professionally, then you should be able to better find and sort through the junk. And I thought that I was doing that, but clearly I wasn't. So learn from my mistakes and take that knowledge and make better choices. So for me, to recap, I don't think they're worth it in the long run unless they're very small units and they're clean and I can see that I can go through them quickly. Otherwise, they're a huge time commitment outside of my typical eBay, Poshmark, Depop, clothes reselling, and some minor knickknacks and electronics. The amount of time that I had to spend on those was just astronomical, and the ROI was abysmal, terrible. So anyway, let's wrap it up there and move on with our lives and see how else we can continue to improve so that we can turn this business into the next business, because that's really the long-term goal here. So thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.